what is a cultural taboo in the UK? So I think it's the same everywhere, but jumping in the queue. Like, English people love the queue so much, right? So anyone going in front of you, that's completely banned. Can't do that. And what else? Speaking with your mouth full, like making noise when you're eating is really considered very rude. So slurping noodles, for example, completely fine in Japan, but you can't do that in England. It's really rude. Yeah, you should be basically silent when you're eating as much as possible. I think everyone would stare at you because it makes a noise, right? So people would look over. Yeah. But, yeah.
You can hear this first. So in Taiwan, when someone's having a funeral, when a dead body just go with the car, and they will have some music, not music, but sounds around when they are driving. And if there's someone said it's so noisy, it's not polite to the dead person, then that's the thing you can't do when you hear the noise, when you hear the sound from the funeral.
In Iran?
Yes.
Okay. So, like Japan, we don't like people wearing shoes in house.
Okay.
So if you go to Iran and you have your shoes on and enter a house, it's kind of not good. It's a taboo.
It's same as Japan.
The same as Japan, yeah. It depends on the person to person, but like many people probably don't want to eat pork. So maybe eating pork is not also something that's...
Area there is white sausage, right?
White sauce.
White sausage, yeah, is a specialty. And then this white sausage, typically you eat is boiled sausage, and you eat it with sweet mustard, yeah. And the sweet mustard, I mean, of course it's tasty, yeah, because this mustard, like the sugar, is nice. But you only put it on the white sausage. If you put it on something else, it's like no go, yeah. You cannot do that simply, yeah. That's one German taboo.
That's one.
So something that was very contrasting with Japan is that we do not eat raw fish. It's kind of a taboo. Yes. There are some sushi restaurants, but they're not so popular. It's not mainstream, and I would say the general population would say it's kind of a taboo. It's, yeah. Another one that I noticed as soon as I arrived to Japan is cooking rice without salt. That's a big taboo.
Oh,
You
really?
have to put salt in rice. If you don't put salt in rice, it's like, are you sick, or is that like a doctor's recommendation? Something people will think it's very weird.
So you still putting salt in Japan as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I haven't tried that.
Sorry.
It must be salty like that.
I can eat rice without salt, but if I'm cooking on my own, yeah. For us, we actually put we pre-cook the rice by like frying it first, and we make a stir fry with onions, tomato, bell pepper, bay leaves, salt. You know, there's a lot of flavor in the rice. So it's not, you never cook just plain rice just with water, unless if you're sick or like a doctor's recommendation or something. You don't. Yeah, I've learned to enjoy rice in a different way in Japan.
Slamming someone's car door too hard. Like shutting the car door too hard is a big no-no. People don't like that. Yeah, and I find like other countries, they do it way too hard. Like even in Japan, people close the doors here very hard.
Yeah.
In Jamaica, if you did the same, people would not like that.
There are many kind of social taboos. So for example, if you visit someone in their house, it's very, to go for dinner, it's very common that you would bring something. You might bring a bottle of wine or something like this, but it would be very rude to bring them money or something like this.
Okay.
So like, you know, instead of bringing a gift, if you bring them money, it's considered kind of rude and strange. You know, in America, there are, people just kind of have different opinions about things. Some people think if you put fish on pizza, that would be a taboo. Yeah, but some people would say, oh, that's actually fine. So it's that's why I think food taboos, it's a little bit more rare. Other taboos would just be things that you shouldn't say. It's more like being rude, but I think that's more common, like in other countries
Yeah, I
too.
guess
You know,
so.
yeah.